For much of the match, Argentina could find no answers. England defended with discipline. They closed down the spaces. They played with physicality. And when Anthony Gordon opened the scoring in the second half, the Argentine dream began to waver. For the first time that night, Lionel Messi seemed to be facing a completely closed door.
It's Anthony Gordon who puts England in front early in the second half of the semifinal.
Argentina versus England is never just an ordinary match. There are memories of 1966, of Diego Maradona in 1986, of the hand of God, of the goal of the century, of David Beckham in 1998, and now, a new generation was ready to write another chapter in this historic rivalry. It is hard to believe. After more than 2 decades at the elite level, after facing practically every major national team, this semifinal marked Lionel Messi's first match against England, and perhaps his only chance to face them in a World Cup. The stage could not have been bigger. From the start, England understood the danger. They could not allow Messi to receive the ball comfortably. Every time he touched the ball, a defender appeared. Then another arrived. And at times, a third. The objective was clear: force him to play far from the penalty area and cut off all Argentine passing lanes. The first half was not elegant. It was physical, tough, fragmented. Argentina and England combined for 19 fouls before the break. There were no shots on target, but there was shoving, arguing, and a tension that could be felt from the stands. For 45 minutes, England believed they had the answer. Messi walked. He observed. He looked for spaces that didn't exist. Commentators were beginning to wonder if age was finally taking its toll. But those who know his game understand one thing: when Messi walks, he is often studying the play. In the 55th minute, England found the goal. Declan Rice started the play. Morgan Rogers sent in the cross. And Anthony Gordon appeared to beat Lautaro Martínez. The English stadium erupted. Argentina was trailing, and the final was beginning to slip away. The minutes began to tick away. Argentina attacked, but Jordan Pickford stood firm. England dropped deeper and deeper. The match was entering its final stages. and millions of Argentines began to recall other painful nights. The world champions were minutes away from elimination. Many were waiting for a goal from Messi. A solo run. A free kick. A historic finish. But that night, his magic would take a different form. He wouldn't be the man to finish the plays. He would be the architect who built them. Argentina took a corner kick quickly. Messi received the ball out wide on the right. He advanced toward the penalty area. He drew the defender's attention. And instead of forcing a shot, he lifted his head. He saw Enzo Fernández arriving from behind and delivered the ball at the exact right moment. Enzo didn't hesitate. He struck the ball with power. It rose and curled beyond Pickford's reach. Goal. Argentina equalized in the 85th minute. But the play had begun in Messi's mind. He had waited until he found the perfect opening. It wasn't a spectacular 40-meter pass. It was something more difficult. It was recognizing the moment. Messi understood where the space was before anyone else. He drew in opponents. He waited. And he delivered the ball exactly when Enzo broke free. That, too, is magic. After the equalizer, the match changed. England no longer looked confident. The defenders kept glancing at Messi.
Messi driving in. Messi crossing Lautaro Martínez. Stoppage time. Go ahead, go for
Argentina sensed that their opponent was wounded. The fans began to rally the team. And the side that had seemed all but eliminated found a whole new burst of energy. Many teams would have played for the draw. They would have waited for extra time. But Argentina kept pushing forward. Messi kept dropping deep to receive the ball. Lautaro Martínez had come off the bench. And the connection between the two was about to decide a World Cup semi-final. The clock was already in stoppage time. Fatigue had taken hold of the pitch. The English defenders were trying to stay focused. Then, Messi received the ball again. He didn't have much space. But for him, a tiny window can be enough to open a massive door. Messi lifted the ball toward the box. It wasn't a desperate cross. It had direction, height, intent. The ball traveled toward Lautaro Martínez, moving away from the defenders and landing exactly where the striker could attack it. Lautaro leapt. He connected with a header and beat Pickford. Argentina 2-1. England 1. The Argentine bench rushed onto the pitch. The stadium turned into a sea of ski blue and white jerseys. Messi hadn't scored, but he had played a direct part in both goals.
Messi resets. Messi driving in. Messi crossing back. Lautaro Martínez. Stoppage time. Go ahead, go for Argentina.
Too much smoky coming like Canada.
First he found Enzo. Then, he found Lautaro. 2 passes. 2 decisions. 2 moments that completely changed the national team's destiny. That night proved that dominating a match doesn't always mean being involved in every single minute. Great passers don't just deliver the ball. They manipulate defenses. They trigger movements. They wait for reactions.
Oh, here we go, too, in the middle of the field, Bellingham now. Now, look, we couldn't have set the stage anymore for this. This is going to be happening throughout the game. This becomes a really important opportunity. opportunity for Ismail Fath to set the tone. This is a tough assignment.
Messi knows when to accelerate and when to pause. He knows when to play a quick pass. And he knows when to hold on to the ball for an extra second to force the opponent to open up the space he needs. Throughout his career, Messi has been a goalscorer, a dribbler, and a creator. He has provided assists from the center, from the flanks, with through balls, with crosses, and with touches that often seemed impossible to imagine before they happened. Before the semi-final, Messi had already reached 10 World Cup assists over the course of his career, a figure cited as an all-time tournament record. Furthermore, he entered the match with 8 goals and 2 assists in this World Cup. After creating the 2 goals against England, he boosted his output even further. At 39, he wasn't just surviving in the tournament. He was dominating it. The young Messi used to tear apart defenses with speed. He would take the ball and beat his opponents. The current Messi controls matches differently. He walks. He observes. He manages his energy. And when he finds the right moment, he produces a game-changing play. Speed declines with the years. Stamina changes. The body no longer responds the same way. But vision can grow. Experience can sharpen instinct. And Messi is proving that his mind is still playing several seconds ahead of those trying to stop him. After a performance like that, the comparison resurfaces. Some will say Cristiano Ronaldo is the more relentless goalscorer, the more disciplined athlete, the more dominant header of the ball, the man who conquered different leagues. But others will argue that Messi can control more dimensions of the game. Those who consider Messi superior point to something specific. He can score. He can dribble. He can dictate the tempo. And he can also become the best passer in the match. Against England, he didn't need to score to be decisive. He created the 2 goals that sent Argentina to the final. Cristiano also boasts an extraordinary story. His longevity as a goal scorer. His leadership. His ability to step up in decisive moments. His success in England, Spain, and Italy, and with Portugal. Comparing the 2 does not mean diminishing either one. It means recognizing that they built the most important rivalry of their generation. Cristiano represents sheer willpower. Messi represents imagination. Cristiano turned his body into a scoring machine. Messi turned the pitch into a board that he seems to view from above. One dominates the final moment. The other can create the moment before it even exists. Before the 85th minute, England was heading to the final. Then came 2 passes from Messi. That was all he needed. Not a 90-minute masterclass. Not 20 dribbles. Just 2 right decisions under immense pressure. and the course of history shifted. With the victory, Argentina secured its second consecutive World Cup final appearance. Now they will face Spain on July 19. Messi will have another chance to win the World Cup. He will also have the opportunity to lead Argentina to become the first back-to-back champion since Brazil in 1958 and 1962. For 80 minutes, England thought they had it under control. They thought they had shut Messi down. They thought Argentina was finished. But geniuses don't always need to dominate the entire match. Sometimes, they only need 2 seconds of clarity, 2 pockets of space, 2 passes, and 2 assists. Lionel Messi didn't score against England. He did something perhaps even more impressive. He saw the future before anyone else. And with 2 movements of his left foot, he turned a defeat into a comeback, an elimination into a final. And another night of football into an eternal chapter of his legend. Some will keep saying Cristiano Ronaldo. Others will answer Lionel Messi. But after what the world witnessed against England, no one can deny this truth. Messi is not only one of the greatest goal scorers in history, he also deserves to be in the conversation as one of the best passers the sport has ever seen.